What up? Let me get this up. But just gonna put that in there. All right, there we go. Yeah, we'll just do that. Back in that lab. Back in that lab, man. That's where I stay at, man. That's where I stay at in this lab. You know what I'm saying? Putting my hands on this shit. You know? So, you gotta be careful. I can speak, I'm only gonna speak for me. It was a point in my life where I would deal with people on a need to deal with basis. And I'm not saying that I was right or I was wrong. That's just what I did. I had a go-to person for pretty much every area in my life. Whether it be conversation, whatever. It's like I had different individuals that I felt like were the best out of the amongst the people that I knew. If I associated with them on that level, in my opinion of them, they were the elite of my peers. And I started learning more in business about cultivating relationships, and not just business, but in relationships. That is, I can only speak from a personal point of view. And I gotta look. I say, man, if you remove a lot of the physicalities or a lot of the monetary benefits or the ties that may be, on to certain people that you've interacted with, like what are y'all gonna hold to? Like, how have you cultivated that relationship for it to grow, right? And for you to benefit from it. And unfortunately, those are only things that you're gonna. Those are the only you're only gonna figure that out. Who's those people are when people come through in the clutch, lose sleep, get up out there. When it's not convenient for them to be affiliated, to be with you, or to show you any type of favor. Because sometimes when it's convenient to people, it's really not like they doing things, like they investing. You know what I'm saying? They investing. They it's gonna come back. And because I used to be like that. Now, saying that, as I've grown and I've changed in different areas of my life, I've noticed the error in my ways. It's not the people that I don't talk to no more. It's not their fault. That's my fault. That's my fault. My people love me, man, because they love me coming around. They love me doing and being me, man. I'm gonna keep it all the way $1.08, right? We ain't gonna skip the tax. We're gonna get Uncle Sam on his. I'm gonna keep it $1.08. My people all love me. Anybody that interacted with me, they love me, man. And for some, may not just understand because they know different versions, only a version of me, of what's been going on, as far as how the error in my ways and how I didn't fully embrace the relationship and fully maybe give 100% or found out more. It's people that I've been knowing all my life that within the last 5 years, like 6, 7 years, like back, like not even more recent than anything, right? I'm just now getting to know them. And that's my fault. Right? So I always like to say, hey, I can't control anybody else's reaction. Only thing I can do is control your breathing and your reaction and your response to whatever situation may be. Okay. So I get it, right? And that's what has helped me to say, when you drop that pebble effect, some things, once they done, they can't be undone. There's no coming back, right? It is what it is, and we'll go forth from that point. And that's, I don't make the rules. right? I do not make the rules. I just follow them. So it's the realization when you never know, right? I was like, okay, this is two. They're two different types of people as far as the mindset. And you can get very many variations of the rainbow in between the two. I mean, that's where all the different type of philosophers, that's all that, man. It's either fear or love, right? It's fear or love. Most men, most women, worldwide, nationwide, everywhere, they do what's instinctual as far as our survival, our human, our archaic brain's mindset, right? Why? Because it's full of cortisol. That's why we stimulate and open up a certain type of. Never mind. You don't know. You don't know. I think it was a time that I allowed. Oh, it was fear. I was like, oh, I'm fear, but it was fear of consequence too of what my action. Now, being within one is in so much peace, that power, that being in oneness with not just self but with everything. Like, I don't know if y'all watch that Ashton Kutcher butterfly effect. Right. That butterfly effect, boy. Sometimes what's done can't be undone. So I've always been one of the people, man. Like athletes, I think athletes, if you got the discipline to do it, being able to have a release of the chemical changes that your thoughts and your diet, how that affects your everyday. That's why they're getting it out there for kids to get at least 30 minutes of play a day. Because some who have the knowledge and understand what's really going on, they got a soft spot in their heart for kids. So they kind of put it out there without really saying the everyday life we live invokes us into a fight or flight mentality, which puts a chemical layer like sugar around your, fat cells when you're trying to, you're trying to burn out. That's why you got to take sugar out your diet when you're trying to lose. It's a chemical. I don't make the rules up as I go, right? I just follow them. Scouts honor. And it ain't even me. It's just me being on the frequency so the energy can flow through me. I got a choice to be like, nah, I'm eating pork chops tonight. I'm eat that other. No, sir. No, don't want none of that. Nope, must get on this. No, I don't want that. No, right? Many of me call few or answer the caller. But anyway, get back to that, man. But yeah, you gotta understand, man, that alchemizing, sweating every day, making sure your lymphatic system is working well is very important, because if you're not using that filtration system, filtering out, sweating it out, you got to think your brain, your body, your blood inside, what's inside of you is all over you. It carries oxygen to your brain. So if you have toxins in your blood, you have toxins in your brain. Then there is a learned behavior. Yeah. But it just hasn't been proven because I just really can't say. Could be, maybe not. Just not enough consecutive just overwhelming evidence to say that there is a hybrid breed. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, there is a hybrid breed, right? That just, what do you want to call it? Lucky 7, 70, I don't care what, I don't know what to call it, right? I don't know. There is an innate few who are like fused. It's like interwoven into everything. Right, and that's not for everybody. Everybody might not be able to walk through that door. You might be too small for you, little Alice. You can't fit through that door, Alice. You got to do, But some is just, damn, man. That's the only door for. I don't even want. That's the only door. I know I ain't even tripping. I know I can fit, but that's the only door. That's like having, in order to obtain certain physical attributes, right? It's you have to exert the muscle to be able to make the muscle stronger. You got to stretch it. You got to work it. In order for it to be better, you have to basically put it under stress. I'm not saying this. I'm saying this is obviously what the world in physics as we have it here on Earth is telling me. I mean, hey, if it makes sense, it quacks, it looks like a Doug, and it's called the Indian Runner. Why not cop it? Yeah, man. I apologize, right, to my poor, right, right, I guess, compassion, and then I start going with, man, if people only knew why my tears shed. Hey, I'll be easy, man.